is up, people of YouTube? It is I, the MyBro17, or you can call me Vinny, and today we are taking a look at the NECA NES Godzilla. Now, this is based on the video game of Godzilla Monsters. A very mediocre NES game released in 1988, involved going around a planet that's not planet Earth and through other planets that are not Mars, Jupiter, etc. And just fight through a boring array of airplanes and other obstacles. Yeah, so overall the game was not the greatest, but it was still fun. If you're a Godzilla fan, that is. But anyway, this figure, is it worth it? Well, let's not waste any time and take a look at the sculpt. The overall looks of Godzilla is pretty much the same as NECA's Godzilla 1984 figure. From that menacing face, you can see that it is indeed a repainted Godzilla 1984 figure. Not the best choice if you ask me. It should have been Godzilla 1964, because that's what the sprite mostly resembled. Not 1954, guys, it's 64. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, it doesn't resemble the sprite, but it still is a cool figure, if not because of the paint job. So the sculpt, relatively, is pretty much the same. Like the body, it's as skinny as Godzilla 1984, because, again, it's just a repaint. As you can see down there, Godzilla still has a major case of thunder thighs. And they did not fix his ingrown toenail issue. Thanks a lot. And the tail, once again, is still the same. In fact, the only the part that's different are the spikes. I love the spines, honestly, because, you know, they're supposed to be huge on the 8-bit sprite, and it resembles it perfectly and looks way more awesome than the puny spines the original 1984 figure had. This is why I think this is one of the best NECA Godzilla figures. I still think 1954 is the best, but still, this is one of the best. So yeah, it looks good. So, sculpt is not perfect, because, again, it's just a repainted 1984 figure. So yeah, so it doesn't perfectly resemble the 8-bit sprite, but still, I think it looks good. The best part is in the paint job for me, personally. Why do I say paint job? Well, it's because, well, again, looking at 8-bit paint jobs is pretty damn awesome. From the face, you can see a pixelated tone to it that has the main color of the figure is basically the light blue that the sprite has, but in other parts you can also see a grayish black, and also a very light blue, which resembles some of these squares on the sprite. Example would be his pixelated nips on his chest, and another example is also on the legs. Again, it looks good. The spines are my favorite part, because, again, they're big and they resemble the sprite, at least almost perfectly. And again, they have that awesome 8-bit lookish paint to it, which I think is just damn awesome. The tail, however, is pretty disappointing, because they did not paint it like the other spines at all. They just kept them the dark blue rather than having them the light blue like they should have been. So yeah, they were probably just like, we don't have to paint the tail perfectly, right? NECA, we noticed. Don't be lazy. So once again, paint job, we'll get a non-instant thumbs up, but still, it looks great. It definitely gets the 8-bit thumbs up. There's not really much need to go into too much detail with the articulation, because, again, it's relatively the same. First, the head. The head is on a ball joint. The neck area is also on a ball joint. The mouth is on a basic hinge. The arms are on ball joints. Elbows are hinged. Be careful, try not to break that. Hands are ball jointed. The waist is also ball jointed, but do be careful that this part of the spine does like to collide with this one. So yeah, try and be careful to not scrape the paint. The legs are also on a ball joint. The knees are very stiff. This one does not like to move too much. I'm not going to force it, because obviously I don't want the figure to break. Ankles are on a ball joint. And the tail, ball joints, all the way up to here. And once again, we still get the stupid bendy wire tail. I don't know why they keep doing it. It's cheap and it breaks easily. So yeah. So once again, Articulation gets the instant thumbs up. For size comparison, we have the Marvel Legends Ghost Rider and the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Goku. As you can see, they are taller than Godzilla, but Godzilla is still in the 6-inch scale. So if you want to sneak him into a Godzilla display, you got it. Normally, Neca does not include accessories with their figures, but I think it's appropriate to look at these things as accessories. The first thing is not really an accessory, but rather it's the box. It looks cool though, because it looks like the original NES box. As you can see, they intentionally added like tear marks on it to make it look like the good old 80s. Official Neca seal of quality instead of Nintendo. Godzilla on there. On the back, you can see Hinged jaw. Oh my god, that's just funny. But still, Godzilla Monsters, the great movie monster, is an action figure, and there's the sprite to compare to the figure. Back there is just Godzilla, real toys. Also, it opens. You can see you would be able to see Godzilla through there, and you also get a map. That's pretty cool. However, there's something inside of the box. It comes with this awesome backdrop, which is the Earth level in Monsters. This thing looks awesome, and honestly, it's perfect for the displays with this guy if you have any display intentions with him. But anyway, I highly recommend using this backdrop. It really does enhance the mood of the figure, because it looks like an 8-bit figure is walking in front of a 8-bit cardboard piece. Not sure how to end the clip again. Yeah, that's what happens. So what's the final verdict on the Neca Godzilla 8-bit Godzilla? But sculpt is good, paint job's great, articulation is great, and size comparison, good, and accessories, damn awesome if you even count them as accessories. But still, with that said, this figure will receive a 4 out of 5. It's not a perfect figure by any means, but I do think it's one of the NECA's best figures. Yes, I do wish this was the 1964 Godzilla, or 54, for people that think it's 54, or want it to be 54, I'm not sure. But still. Either way, the figure looks awesome, and I definitely do recommend it. If you see it at Toys R Us, or any other place, make sure to pick it up. It's only $20. But anyway, with that said, I'm the Marble17, and I am out. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. Next review, Ghost Rider. The Marvel Legends Ghost Rider, that is.